Hello everybody, this is Serpent Stinger, back again with another video. I know my last two videos have been clips, but today I decided to record something for YouTube. I'm excited for Hogwarts Legacy, and I saw that IGN had uploaded a video, like 11 or so minutes of gameplay, so I wanted to react to it, give it my thoughts, and just kind of talk about what I'm expecting from the game and what I hope out of it. So besides all that, let's get going.
Poachers were here, all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's
So
goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here.
So we've got them talking about poachers. Also, the game looks really pretty. Like, that much we can be very obvious. Although my settings aren't the highest right now.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Voice acting seems really well done. The character models are
How
moving
do
pretty well.
goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though.
I like this light
What are
glare
they
up
doing
there.
here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Okay, so they talk about the options of being able to use stealth or non-stealth. Okay. Well, that's a lot of people. Some explosive barrels that you can use to fight in the terrain. He doesn't even bother to look at you. Note, right there. Petrifus? I can never say it, but it's the petrifying charm. So that's, I guess, your stealth move, your stealth assassination. So you can play this game stealthily. That's good to know. Entering the poacher tent. No loading screen. They didn't notice, even though. Okay, that's a little weird.
Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
Welsh green with a collar on its neck. Okay, so they're having dragons fight each other. Understandable. That probably makes a lot of money.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly...
Okay. So obviously you find out about this through Hogsmeade or something. She's the one that is against the poachers, which makes sense. So you're coming here to stop it. Also, that doesn't look right.
enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Ooh, they specifically say that we can't afford to be spotted. Interesting. So, where's the... There we go. Bro, I could see that easily. Okay, they noticed. So he was able to notice you being invisible, so that doesn't stop you from him. You have to go and take him quietly. So there are some wizards out there that will be able to see through disillusionment. Interesting. I will say the combat looks pretty smooth. I'd want to see combat with more than one person. Yeah, again, the game looks pretty, but obviously it looks pretty. It's basically a AAA title.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we too far, the violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay
Well,
for what they've done.
that's your stereotypical what you would expect from being during the Goblin, being during for a game taking place during a Goblin Revolution.
Ready to fight. One less human to worry about.
Okay, so that one didn't let you take the other one quietly, so I'm guessing there's either a double takeout and she fucked it up, or they went after the wrong one first. If they even need to go after that at all, they probably could have just walked past. I'm guessing they want at that door. At that door right there. Interesting plants that are fighting on the ground, by the way. Also, looks like we got Wingardium Leviosa, some sort of blasting spell. I don't know what that is, and that's I'm assuming Accio. I'm guessing this is more spells. That's probably Revelio. Is that a Hungarian horntail and a Welsh green? I might not know my dragons as well, but I'm pretty sure that Welsh green's the only one of the only two that are native to the area of Hogwarts, Britain.
Something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
What is that?
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her on, shall we?
Oh, that's gonna be with a lot. That's gonna end with a lot of dead poachers if you break her open. But I mean, I guess you're killing people anyways.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here.
Hebridean.
They likely have for it.
Aloha,
Aloha
Mora.
Mora. Ooh, you get a lockpicking minigame. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand how that works, so I'm gonna have to get hands-on to understand how that worked, because that doesn't look unlocked to me.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
You didn't even try to be stealthy. You didn't even try to use the element of surprise there. Okay, that's cool. Some sort of telekinesis to throw objects. Okay, so they Levioso'd, then you got Levioso'd. Ooh, there's Accio. So I was right, the one at the bottom was what Accio. Ortego. Ooh, they threw some sort of plant at him? That's cool. Ooh, boss time. Okay.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
You're the one we're looking for. Okay, so they've had some run-ins before, which makes sense. They're level 19 enemies. That or it's a gear score. Not quite sure which. Judging by how bad this person's playing for this fight, I'm gonna guess that they just got their hands on this mission. They're playing it because if you're this at this gear score, this level, I would presume you at least know how to dodge attacks. Bro, that looks such a cheap move by that goblin. Please, Protego, at least once, block something. Please. That was an interesting spell that they used to help. Also, I do not like that screen flare. I'm guessing, yeah, you need purple to go through purple. As it just said breaks. Bro, that fucking screen flare is really obnoxious. I hope that's an option you could turn off. That's cool. That's really cool. I'm guessing that was like some sort of special finisher or like the ancient magic I've heard about. That's overkill. Why are you jumping? Okay. Using Accio to pull the person down from the top area, then Confringoing them. So that's what the red spell is Confringo. Which I believe is a blasting charm? Bro, stop it. You have no HP. You're going to die.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Okay. So they freed the dragon. I will say, with this is going to look way better on a PS5 than on my monitor, but that dragon does not look very well designed. Ooh, purple eyes. Ooh, got eaten. They're Confringoing it, or is that just the basic, like, Expelliarmus? Don't know why you'd be using Expelliarmus on a dragon. Also, don't know why you'd use Confringo on a dragon either. Bro, we just tried to save you. Why did you try to blast us? That thing's totally gonna try to eat us. Can it even take off with those holes in its wings? Oof. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'd need to get my hands on the actual game to talk about much about the combat system because holy crap, do these people not know how to use like any kind of defense spell? I hope there's something that's like basic and the person here was just bad because man, if you just got to eat crap or dodge it, that's gonna be really annoying. I'm really hoping that Protego, like the purple shield that you see around your ally right now, is really like an early spell or something, because if not, oh, that's gonna be annoying. Uh, let's see if I can find it. Do you do it at any point here? Yeah, that. That looks like it's incredibly cheap. They just like kind of like start charging up with this purple, like this blackish purple smoke, and just yeet themselves forward and hit you. Ooh, that looks like it's gonna be a really frustrating. I might not even be hard, but it just hard to deal with. But it looks like it's a frustrating thing. Now let's go back. There's something I want to see again. So they're clearly in the disillusionment charm and walking by these people without being noticed. They walk directly past this person, no notice whatsoever, no little icon or sound. That, by the way, they walked past the chest right there. Then they get in here.
What in
That's a pretty
God's
seamless
name
transition.
are those?
Presuming it didn't get edited at all. Yeah, I don't care about this.
Ring. And like could they possibly with
What I'm interested in is right here. So they crouch with disillusionment, and they start to walk forward.
Don't know what Victor.
And almost immediately that person notices. So I wonder, Poacher Stalker, I wonder if the name gives it away, or if it's his outfit. But it's clear something special about this person to be able to notice disillusionment charms, which, if you think about it, makes sense from a uh, just a gameplay standpoint. That the person's standing watch at at a fighting ring, a underground like dragon fighting ring, would have the ability to look through disillusionment charm, what does make functional sense. But I'm curious to know if there's any way of being able to know who can and can't. Otherwise, that's going to be really annoying, and you're going to have to just react. But I am going to assume that you probably could still take this stealthily by hugging around these barrels, hugging around the side while he's not looking, and going up to him to use the paralyzing charm. I will note.
Sinking straight and bargain with them.
Where is it? This. This is an interesting. It's kind of like Peter Parker and the Amazing Spider-Man games. The little like white blips that appear around your head, or in some of the more recent Spider-Man games, the white lines with like the sound coming off of it to indicate the spidey sense. So I guess you have like a wizard's dueling sense or something. Maybe like some type of ancient magic sense or something to kind of warn you of incoming danger. These guys look like they're going to be annoying, but
I
just
say,
curious
if every
here.
last wizard
Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being.
not much
Doesn't
longer
look like the
now.
disillusionment charm's wearing out. So it doesn't look like there's a duration.
A more hushed approach is like
Or maybe it was running out. Okay. So clearly these two just decided to run up. What I'm guessing is if you go after this guy, your companion will go after him. But instead the person that was playing went after this person, and this guy was able to react, and then there was the guy over here.
Ready to fight. One less
At least that's what I'm assuming. Yeah, but that is crazy. Also, they have to come out of the disillusionment charm to be able to fight. And then she got hit by something from over here. Yeah, the Dark Wizard, the Poacher Tracker. Wait a second. What did they Accio? Oh, they just Accio'd him through furniture, and I guess since he went through the furniture, he took a massive amount of damage. That's pretty interesting. So environmental combat's probably going to be really important. Ooh, I didn't catch it the first time we were going through. Wait a second. You can parry. So you can use the Protego charm, and the Protego charm has some sort of parry mechanic, whether this is an upgrade version of it or just the base, I don't know. But apparently, if you time it right, it does some sort of parry that releases damage back because that just completely obliterated that guy. Also means that attack's not as frustrating as I thought it was going to be because you can parry it. So that's really good to know. Also, you got like a 19 up here, so I'm assuming it's level 19. Climbing speed doesn't seem to be that bad. Is that a hippogriff? I'm sorry, is that a sheep? What, are they feeding the sheep to the dragons? It looks like a hippogriff and some kind of sheep. Pretty sure that's a Welsh screen and a Hungarian horntail, but I might be wrong.
Something's going on behind you.
I don't know what dragon that type that is.
Not a
Look,
Hebridean. Crap, I can't remember what a Hebridean it looks like, but that's pretty cool. I'm guessing this is a part of like the animal collecting that's in the game, from what I understand. Pretty interesting. I will say this looks really convoluted. Use the left and right sticks to move the sparks and rotate the dial until both corresponding gears are activated to release the lock. Oh, okay. So you're just trying to get these two to be moving. Okay, that's less complicated than I thought. Yeah, okay. Yeah, with the fact that you can parry and it looks like the shield charm's probably not something very late into the game, I would have to guess. I would presume the combat's pretty fluid. Okay. I will say I'm excited to see what this game has for it, but mm, we'll see. We will see. We will see. We will see. Obviously, leave a like on the video. But in all, let's talk for a second here. Uh, uh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I'm excited for the game, and I'm excited to have a Harry Potter game that's so big, I guess you could say. Mainly because I hope that this leads to other book series getting games like this as well, like Percy Jackson, what's another one that comes to my head? Alex Rider. Uh I'm hoping to see more of those style series, I guess, get books. Just can't think of something else often. My mind's blanking for other ones that could be good. But I would like to see more series like Harry Potter get games like this game. But I am a little hesitant from seeing this. Not in a bad way, but it looks like it's going to be very loyal for Harry Potter fans. I'm just hoping that it's not, what's the word I want to say? It's not too bland, I guess. Because the big thing with a lot of open world games like this is, take Elden Ring, for example. Elden Ring is actually a pretty good example of this. There is a lot to do in Elden Ring, like a lot. But it's an open world game, and one of the biggest problems with open world games is that at a certain point, there is just a large part of the game where you're just traveling over. terrain and land, which is great the first time, but kind of gets a little stale after a while, in my opinion. Maybe it's just because I'm not the biggest fan of open world games. I like them, but they're not my like the top echelon for me. Uh, so I'm just worried that I guess that there's going to be a lot of places to go that's just kind of going to be like, oh, hey, this looks pretty, but it doesn't actually have a lot of quests and whatnot. Especially since, from what I've heard at least, the Hogwarts Legacy game is only going to be a year of Hogwarts. So obviously, we'll probably get all the seasons, like various the various holidays, and there'll probably be a lot of quests, especially since it looks like there's multiple companions and different companion storylines. But my worry is that for as big as the map will be, there's not going to be enough content for that. But it did get delayed. It did get it does seem to have a very uh what's the word I'm looking for? A very dedicated development team. So I'm hoping that we don't have too much like just open space for open space purposes. I mean, also you do have flying with flying mounts and I'm assuming flying on a broomstick. So you probably won't take that long to travel over the large territory. So maybe it won't be as bad. A large chunk of open world games that I've played are land travel dependent, so it's going to take a lot longer to go through, even if you could go jump over mountains via like Skyrimming on a horse. So we'll see. Besides that, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. I will be doing more reactions to various things. I will also be uploading my own gameplay of Hogwarts Legacy, which I do intend to buy and play. I'll also be streaming on my Twitch channel, Serpent Stinger. His name is my YouTube handle back on Twitch. So you can be expecting that the day it drops, which for me is going to be the 7th because of me pre-ordering the game. But besides that, I hope you all enjoy the live stream. This is Serpent